They burst into flame when it is time for them to die, and then they are reborn from the ashes.
I know that scene was totally unrelated, but it was still fun to make. Hello and thank you for clicking on this video where I'll be talking about another entry from Simgot. This is the EM6L, which I have no idea how they came up with the name, but boy, it makes it difficult to remember. But anyway, this is a 1DD 4BA driver IEM coming in at about $100. Before we begin, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Simgot for sending this unit in exchange for my honest feedback, but as always, all thoughts and opinions are my own. And if you've been enjoying my content and sub to the channel and a like to the video would be greatly appreciated. And who knows, a Phoenix may be visiting your dreams the moment you click that subscribe button. Now that's all out of the way, let's talk about what you get in the box. As you've seen throughout the intro, the unboxing experience is quite nice. As you open the box, you'll be greeted with the logo. Opening it, you can see the IEMs and a few boxes containing the accessories. The ear tips accessories box is huge compared to what they give you. Yeah, just typical ear tips, but that box is overkill. The other box contains the manual, a carry case which is similar to the likes of Repco Hook X carry cases, just really generic, and inside houses the cable, which is a QDC connection, and this connection is often used in the budget range IEMs, so that itself gives off a budget feel from the start, but it's good for pin security, so it's not a huge deal breaker, but it's something to note. The design of the cable terminates in 3.5mm and has this transparent wrap over a black and gold wire color scheme, which I thought fits more of a bumblebee kind of theme rather than a phoenix. Speaking of design, the design of the IEMs are really plain and simple. Just a black gloss finish with the logo of Simgot and the phoenix logo at each faceplate. I like the fact that this IEM has its own logo to establish its own identity, but thinking of the phoenix, I was expecting some fiery red or some flaming color schemes, but I guess this is more representative of the ashes of the phoenix rather than the flames of the bird. Either way, if you like plain and simple, it doesn't get any simpler than this. For fit and comfort, this IEM has a compact shell, so it fits in my ears no problem, and I can wear them for hours no problem, so I'll conclude that this IEM is relatively comfortable to wear. Now let's talk about the sound and see if the phoenix soars. For bass is the highlight of the phoenix. It's not the most impactful bass note I've heard from a dynamic driver, but on most tracks I listen to with the EM6L, the bass is the most audible aspect of it. It accompanies the track, there's sufficient punch and slam to keep the engagement of the music, the notes are full and there's some weight behind it as well, there's some rumble coming in from the deep end. All in all, it's a pleasant bass experience, and if you like a bit of bass emphasis from your tracks, the Phoenix keeps the fire going. For mid-range, however, like the Phoenix, it can be a bit overwhelming in a way that the bass does bleed ever so slightly into the mid-range, but it does contribute in providing a warmer, fuller sound to the notes. If you prefer a lean or clean mid-range experience, then that's not something you'd get from the EM6L. It's a bit of an all-in-one kind of presentation, with the vocals and background music share the same plane, with maybe the vocals taking a small step forward. The overall presentation is on the forward side, so it's closer to your ears, but it doesn't sound too shouty. For treble, I'd be happy to recommend this to treble sensitive people, maybe put a very small caution, but I wouldn't think it would hurt because it's quite smooth. However, Air Instruments does sound a little recessed, it's missing a little bit of that sharpness in its attack. Trumpet is missing the openness to its sound, and I lean towards the EA500 more in these regions, as the EA500 presents them clearer. However, as mentioned earlier, if you prefer or want something that won't pierce your ears too much, the Phoenix will be gentle. For technicalities, imaging and detail retrieval is about average on the EM6L. I feel the attack on the details is a little smoothed out, and there's more emphasis on the bass, which I feel can sometimes mask some of the micro nuances in the track, so I wish there was just a touch more emphasis on the details to cut through all that bass. Soundstage is on the narrower side as well, with its slightly forward presentation, but it's not claustrophobic. All in all, technicalities of the EM6L is decent, but nothing groundbreaking. The EM6L surprisingly needs power for it to properly shine. I'm on the 11 o'clock dial on my Halferman EF400 on the 3.5mm termination. So to sum it all up, Simgot has been on an impressive run lately, and the EW200 and the EA500 is some of my favorite releases from Simgot. The Simgot EM6L presents a safe tuning presentation, but at an affordable price compared to its competitors, and I feel it's adequately priced for what it offers. It didn't wow me as the EW200 or the EA500, but I can see how many people will be able to pick these up and enjoy these. I'm very curious, however, on how the EA2000 sounds, but that's another video if the the opportunity arises. But until then, I'm curious to know your thoughts. Will you be flying with the Phoenix, or is there a 1DD4BA IAM that you think will triumph over the EM6L? Comment below, let me know. And with that all said, thank you very much again to Simgot for this opportunity, and to all of you for watching. Until the next experience, take care and happy listening.